We've come up to Edessa in Greece, in central Macedonia, because it's the only real waterfall in Greece, actually, the cataract. And this spring that comes out of the mountainside flows through the city and ends up in a park. And we're going to take a little look at it. I won't say too much close to the waterfall, because like the wind in Istanbul, it tends to drown out what we're going to say. But we'll take a little walk through the park and down to the waterfall and give you as much of a view as we can. And looking out over the valley below, which is fairly good farmland, it produces a lot of vegetables as well as cotton. A great deal of cotton is grown in this part of Greece and down toward Puhalo, a little farther south. So the waterfall heads off down the mountainside. It's really quite dramatic, and I don't know if you can still walk under the waterfall, but when I've been here in past years, we were able actually to walk beneath the waterfall. That may have been done away with by now. The wild fig trees growing along this area. And the secondary waterfall. And I'm going to turn this off for a few moments. I'll turn it back on later and merge the videos because I don't want to run out of the park at Edessa is interesting. They've done nice things with the water flow. One of the few places where you have this kind of a water flow in all of Greece. This is the second stream coming from the springs up above Edessa, and the water flow is constant even in the dry time of summer. So the spring is producing quite rich supply of water. This kind of rock that's here to tell us either this had once been in a cavern inside of a cave that had broken away long ago, so perhaps the water flowed entirely in a cavern at one time. As you can see, the remains of stalactites and that are left over from the time when it really was in a cavern. And now we're going to go down and walk underneath the waterfall. This is kind of a ritual that I've done many times here in Edessa in Greece. Look again out over the wide valley, very, very rich and productive valley. You can see the ocean from here, at least the Gulf of Thessaloniki, and some of the coastal towns a little, some of the mountains far away on the other side of the Gulf. In former times I've walked down, farther down, a little bridge down below, but you always get soaking wet when you go there, so probably I won't go this time. I have to speak next week, and I can't risk losing my voice with the cold water. Here we move behind the waterfall. can't help but get a little bit wet even here. You see what a waterfall looks like from the back. Again, you see how I was walking through what's left of a cave or a cavern that must have caved off who knows how many centuries ago or how long ago. But you can see that it had been the inside of a cavern at one time. There's still, you go back into the caves or the caverns. I think you have to have special permit or license. It's fenced off. But anyway, it's a spilia still. And see the viewpoint on the opposite side. This place to me is one of the treasures of Greece. It's a place I always try as hard as I can to come to whenever I'm in Thessaloniki.